What's up, everybody? Been a while. As you can see, all the snow's gone. It's 77 degrees out here today, partly cloudy. A very beautiful day. Yesterday was nice too, but it was a little bit overcast. But we're out here getting a little walk in. Squirrels up there. Always a little squirrel dog. So I have a family of wrens that live in my backyard, in the bushes. And he ended up getting one the other day. He didn't eat it. Girlfriend ate it, but he killed it. And he had that feral instinct thing going on the whole day. He's still kind of pulley. So what's everybody up to? How's the weather where you were at? Look at the creek. Beautiful. Still very cold. Slowly warming up. Out here on the path. Did you see this? Go ahead and like and subscribe if you enjoy taking walks with my boy. Is there a squirrel over there? Little squirrel over there. Yeah. Yeah, so what's up? So I'm out here getting some much needed sunlight and fresh air. Feels really good. I'm wearing a short sleeve shirt. Got on some pants with their thin pants. There's the sun. Yeah, beautiful day. Sky looks amazing. And it's been pretty warm here at night too. I'd say probably 55 degrees. Look at boy kicking. And here in the next day or two, if it stays warm like that at night, which it should, the morel mushrooms will be popping up. And I'm not sure if you've ever eaten a morel, but if you haven't, it's one of the best things ever. Look at this. Some kind of bird got killed here by the feathers. It looks like I don't know, it's like some kind of fight. It looks fresh. I would take those feathers, but they're actually illegal to take. So, oh man, come on, buddy. But yeah, if it stays warm like this, get him kicking. If it stays warm like this for 2 or 3 more days at night and during the day, which it should, the morel mushrooms will be growing. And I'll take y'all up on the mountain with me. I think I can get cell phone reception up there. You were born for such a time as this, Easter. Yep, that's the truth. Make friends with everybody. I try. Strong, brave, smart, fun, and I'm glad you exist. I like that. Some good inspirational words for the walk. And up here is this form of rocks. Like the kids will paint it and put their name on it and stuff. And it grows and loses some each year, but they call it snaky. And or no, Smithy. I'm sorry, Smithy, the Smith Creek Trail snake. But yeah, boy here, he's really excited to get out. I've got a decent sized backyard for him to play in, but for him to get out here on the trail and smell all the smells. Nice little bench. So they've done cleared all of this out. Oh, careful, buddy. There's still some glass and shit in here. Yeah, this will really open up the creek for some fishing. It's like right there's a little deep little hole. And the natives love to just sit right there in it. And then further up, there's a bunch of different little honey holes. But yeah, this is definitely a nice thing that they've done. Because back when I was little, growing up around here, this whole area didn't have nothing like this. No paved trail. To get in the creek, you had to go through a bunch of reeds and sticker bushes. And as you can see, they done cleared it out. We used to call this the jungle back in the day because it was so overgrown. Oh, Colorado getting hammered with snow? Oh, man. I'm sorry to hear that, blessed by God. And I like your name, blessed by God. How much snow are you getting? Is it supposed to be record amounts? I have a friend that lives out in Lake Tahoe, and they've been getting either dumped on or warm weather, snow, warm weather. It's just no in between. Oh, boy down here at his little water hole. People walking the trail. I could like feel him coming up on me. That's why I kind of veered off for a minute. I'm sure they're friendly, but I don't like anybody walking up on me. I don't care who you are. All right, boy's about to get him something to drink because he's thirsty. Oh boy. Fresh creek mountain water. Oh. Bloody tear. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah. Old steel bridge about to cross over. Yeah, this here is kind of a new addition within the last 5 or 10 years. The old one was a little bit rinky-dink, and you couldn't drive across it. This here you can actually drive. I think I just saw a rabbit. Let me peep over here and see if I can scare it out. It's right over here. I don't want to mess with them. Look at that. A wild onion. Oh, and look, got some periwinkles coming up. The Easter lilies have started popping here recently, within the last week. And you got a tulip. Beautiful. This whole area fills in really nice. Dang it, buddy. There we go. Inside that building, they've got like a blacksmithing shop. You take blacksmithing classes. Here's an old piece of railroad tie. I bet that thing weighs a ton. But yeah, you can see all the periwinkles coming up in the ground. There you go, buddy. Get you some more water. Good boy. Oh yeah, all in through here, up underneath that little ledge. all the way through there. A bunch of decent-sized native trout live up in there. They're hard to catch, though. They really only eat like little nymphs and stuff. So if you're not using the proper lure or bait, you're not going to catch them. Sometimes you can see them with the polarized sunglasses on. You can just see them just chilling in the water. Trying to see if there's any like, nothing really new growing up in here. You can see here where the water line got up to. That big storm we had. That was probably from all the melt from the snow and ice over the last month. Yeah, it feels good out here today. Whew. This past winter wasn't long or hard. It was just extended. And I was pretty much trapped in my house for a good 2-3 weeks at the beginning of the year. So, and look, boy's about to step on it. Here's an Easter lily for you. That's one of the first signs of spring in this area, actually. And then the second sign of spring, I'll show you. It's not doing anything yet, but this plant here, this bush, it's called a forsythia, and it's one of the first things that blooms. It doesn't even necessarily bloom. It just has such bright yellow and pungent leaves. It brings in all the early pollinators. And you can see it's already starting to get some buds on it. So it's probably in another 2 weeks, which I walk by this plant all the time. I'll show y'all once it starts blooming. It's very beautiful. And you got some laurel. Yeah. Hope y'all are staying sane in this crazy world we're living in. This right here, what I'm doing, is probably one of the best remedies if you're ever feeling overwhelmed with the news or society or the people within society. I just take a walk. You don't even need a dog. The shoes that I wear, the little yellow things on the corners, the pieces of copper inside of it, so it helps you ground. And grounding is a very essential thing as far as cardiovascular or mental health. If you're not grounded, you're not working at optimum. That boy. Sunlight and grounding. I highly recommend it. Yeah, here probably Saturday, or well, I guess tomorrow's Saturday, maybe Sunday. I'm gonna try to get up on the mountain, and we're gonna do some mushroom hunting. Now these aren't psychedelic or anything. They, I guess they're kind of medicinal in a sense, but you have to cook them. You can't eat them raw. But they're called morel, and they kind of look like brain coral. And I don't really eat mushrooms, portobellos, or anything like that. But what I do eat are those morels, because it tastes like the essence of the earth that it was grown in. And that's one of the most amazing things about it. And super packed in protein and all that good stuff. And they taste really good, especially if you prepare them correctly. So over the next few weeks, what I'll be doing is taking you live up on the mountain and showing you where I get the mushrooms. And then after that, once I gather the mushrooms, I'll show you what I do with them. Because there's a multi-step process. Oh, you hear that? A rooster. But so yeah, there's a multi-step process. You got to soak them in just cold water for at least a day or two to get all the mites and all the stuff out of it. And then once they've soaked, you pull them out, and I usually cut them in half the long way and batter them up in a seasoned mill flour and hit them in the cast iron until they're nice and crispy. And if you've never had it, it's a mountain delicacy. I try to get them every year, but some years they're not as good as others. With it being the weather that we've had, being so wet, I believe that we're going to have a very good season for the morels. So I'm real stoked about that. That boy, he's getting tired. Boy's out of shape. Look at all them fat rolls on him. It's funny because he only really eats one main meal a day. And I mixed it up kind of like gravy with the hot water and let it set. And they love it. Girlfriend too. And then I have these biscuits that I give them, like in the mornings and the evenings. And it's funny, they're eating, their diet consists of biscuits and gravy. Come on. Leave the Kiki alone. So concerned. You act like you run this block. I'm gonna hop off here in a little bit, guys. Y'all have a good day. If it's nice where you're at, get outside. If not, if it's snowing where you're at, hunker down.